Today's listing, guys, is brought to you by Pam Moody of Moody Maxon Realty. This property is at 1390 Norther Berwick Road in Wells, Maine. This property is listed over $1 million, and Pam was nice enough to let me come down here and shoot a video for you guys. So in this video, because we're in Wells, I want to talk about the amenities that are available to this property. So we're approaching Western Wells. We're kind of in the center of the town, and I'm going to point that out in a few minutes when I take you up in a drone and give you a bird's eye view of the area. So I want to make sure that I point out in Google Maps how far we are to things like restaurants, the grocery stores, the box stores, how far we are to the schools, the local gyms, and all of those things. And we're going to get after it right now.
A few details on the inside. When you walk into the house, you're in the grand foyer, which has lots of natural sunlight from all the windows. This home is over 5,100 square feet of finished space, and it has a legal apartment. It's got 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, 2 half baths, 6 heat sources, and a whole house generator. It has 3 washer and dryer setups, a heated 2-car garage, and an in-ground pool. The home is laid out for entertaining with an open concept kitchen, which features top-of-the-line appliances, a Thermador gas cooktop, double ovens, a Sub-Zero cabinet refrigerator, and a traditional refrigerator. Pam posted lots of pictures in the listing, and I'll put a link to it in the description down below. What I'd like to do now is take you around the property to give you an idea of what it's like if you decide to visit this property, give you a little bit of inside information, at least what I noticed when I walked the property. The walkway around the property is a really nice stamped concrete with a design in it. And so it was in really good shape. And you can see it goes all the way to the back down to the pool, and it's got an entrance to the garage right there as well on the right that I almost caught with the camera. There's your propane tank, which feeds obviously the fireplaces and your generator right there. It's got a bulkhead to get downstairs to the basement, your HVAC system. There's your screen porch that overlooks the pool, and that screen porch is really large. I'll give you a view of that in just a moment, overlooking the pool. And I love a screen porch, guys, in the early spring, in case there's any bugs. Keeps the bugs out of you. And you can see they've got a TV set up in there too, really nice. Great, that's a solar cover that's on the pool. A view of the patio and the fire pit area right there, right next to the pool. Okay, as we keep moving around the house, there's the trellis area. It's covered with vines. Gives you a nice shade in the morning. And it's beautifully landscaped around the property.
This property has quite a bit of privacy from the neighbors. You can see he's got a hammock set up over here to kind of enjoy the outdoors. So it's going to be a bit more quiet here than it is at the beach. And as I come around to the front of the house, we're going to start seeing that sun in a few minutes, and hopefully it doesn't cause too many problems for the camera. You can see it's got a 2-car garage, and you can see it's got a really cool front porch. Let's go take a look at that. The circular driveway is really nice because when your guests are here, they don't have to worry so much about how they're going to leave or, getting blocked in. It's just really convenient. They can just take off and you can zip around the other cars. Look at those beautiful front doors, guys. Double doors. That certainly makes it easier to move in, doesn't it? You can open both doors. And notice the front porch, guys. It's got slate and there's no railing. So that means nothing blocking your view. You can buy really low chairs or high chairs. You've got a nice view of the front yard. Let's take a look at that. So in the front yard, guys, you've got some apple trees and you're coming into season. So if you purchase this house now, you'll have fresh apples. You can make applesauce and apple pie.
All right, it's time to go up in the air with the drone. And what I generally like to do when I do this, I like to go up about 75 to 100 feet, give you a view of the property, and then I'm gonna take it up really high, about close to 400 feet, and give you a bird's eye view of the area around it. So we'll see the other towns and the ocean. as we cruise up here in altitude, I want to start pointing out a few things to you guys. Way off in the distance, that's the Atlantic Ocean. So that would be Wells Beach. And then as we pan to the right, you'll see Ogunquit, and that's Mount Egumenikus. As we, that's the Chase Farms right down there if you want to pick up some fresh vegetables. This property is actually walking distance to their store, just a few minutes away, and I'll point that out in the Google Maps when I get to that. So as we pan to the right, we're looking at North Berwick. And if we keep going to the right, there's more of Chase Farms there. You can see it's actually pretty big. And that is Sanford over there in the distance. And we're going to point out how far it is to the big box stores, Lowe's, Walmart, things like that. Make sure I point that out. Then as we continue to the right, that's Route 9. That's a nursery down there in case you want to pick up some plants. Off in the distance, we have Kennebunk. And you can see the ocean again. Kennebunkport off in the distance. And coming back full circle, there we go. Guys, I hope you're finding this video informative, and if you are, please give it a like. Let's take a look at Google Maps. I just want to point out where this property is in relation to the state. There's Portsmouth, New Hampshire right down there, so we're talking about Wells, just north of Ogunquit, south of Kennebunk. We drill in here, and the property is in this vicinity right over here near Chase Farms, very close to that. So let's zoom in a little bit more. There's the property right there, Chase Farms. Gray Farms greenhouses, and what I'll do is I'll just give you a quick terrestrial view there. We'll just zoom in on the property and it'll look very similar to the drone footage I just gave you. All right, so how far is it to, certain things that you may want to get to if you've invested in a property like this? So to get to just the beach in general, guys, 12 minutes. You're going to shoot right down 9B, which is going to avoid a ton of traffic. And once you're a local, you'll know about taking some of these side streets to avoid even more traffic, because I would not take that Route 1 on a Saturday. I would take a quick right here, right, and a quick left and shoot down Eldridge, and that'll get you to the beach even faster. So what are we looking at there? 12 minutes. All right, what about if you want to get to Ogunquit? Some restaurants down there. It's going to take you about 20 minutes. During the summertime, you're going to have to cruise down Route 1, guys. You can see here it is. On the weekend, it's 5:30, and so you're going to have to park probably at the beach. Parking gets filled up, which is a short walk, and it's really nice, about 20 minutes. If you want to go to Kennebunk Beach, it's going to take you 24 minutes. And if you want to go to the Portland Jetport to catch a flight, 30 minutes. For me, during the winter, I fly out of Boston. So you're talking about an hour and 20 minutes, more realistically about 90 minutes, so about an hour and a half to get to Boston. So very convenient. And I fly out of Boston in the wintertime mainly because of weather. Portland doesn't have as many flights. If you miss a flight because of weather, you want to get home. So this one right here, if you want to get to the box stores, Walmart and Lowe's, those are in Sanford, 14 minutes, guys. Really convenient. Planet Fitness is also in Sanford, 17 minutes. There are some fitness centers in Wells too that are even closer. If you want to get to the high school, the school system, 9 minutes. Wells has an excellent school system. I made sure that my kids went to school in Wells. Margaret went to Wells. And then if you want to get to Chase Store for some fresh veggies, you don't even need to drive, guys. 6 minutes, a nice walk, and you can get there. All right. Okay, guys, this is Crescent Beach, 12 minutes from the house. That's my old house there on the right. So it's absolutely awesome to be down here. Guys, if you'd like to learn everything there is to know about living in Southern Maine, please give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or our favorite, schedule a Zoom. You can also download a free copy of our relocation guide. You'll find a link to it in our description down below.
Guys, if you're interested in this property and you'd like to see it, if you're working with a realtor, please have them reach out to Pam Moody directly. Her contact information is in the description down below. If you're a buyer and you're not already working with a realtor, feel free to reach out to myself or to my partner Margaret. We'd love to show you the property as well.